You guys are gonna be amazing tonight. I know that. I'm not saying that to prop you up, I know that. And I couldn't be prouder. We're all rooting for you, we all love you. Everybody out there is so excited for you guys, and you're gonna just nail it. You're gonna knock it out of the park.
And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, Comcast, NBCUniversal, let's go,
I think if you're going to start a startup, it comes with the territory that you're going to be working excessive hours. You need to be obsessed.
I've had some experience in startups and in small teams, nothing huge, so this will be the first potentially huge company, so I need to work out a strategy for surviving.
Technology was my passion, and I didn't have any experience there. So I started from the ground all the way to the top, and now we're here.
Before, it's just a dream. Having these partnerships with Comcast, NBCUniversal, with Techstars, it's just make all of the big dreams possible.
These founders are going to be put through the ringer the next 13 weeks. They're going to be meeting with some of the top executives, and it's kind of being able to take all of that in, build your company, while also, by the way, trying to still run your company at the same time.
You know, nothing could have really prepared us to what we experienced here. You know, we're on the 48th floor of one of the tallest buildings in downtown Philadelphia. We're surrounded with some of the world's most brightest and promising entrepreneurs, and we're trying to keep our head on straight. That's just really the truth of it.
My name is Glenn Gutierrez. I'm the co-founder of Alive5, and Alive5 is a messaging and payments platform for businesses. You know, looking back at myself in that first week, I honestly thought I had read all the material available to me. And when I got there, I realized, okay, I prepared, but nothing could actually prepare you for the real process.
One reason in particular we wanted to be here was to better understand how we can grow beyond our current business model. We work with over 200 of the 300 professional sports teams in the United States, and this is just with no funding whatsoever. This is just a bunch of guys and gals working really hard to figure it out.
So the Accelerator is a 3-month program, and it's broadly broken up into 3 chunks. The first is the induction. It's meeting with all of the mentors. It's figuring out who they're going to be matched with. The second month is really much more heads down. They're working on the things that they defined early in the program. And then the third month is really gearing up towards Demo Day. Demo Day is their opportunity to present to investors and the community and to the rest of Comcast and NBCUniversal, present the work that they've done and the company that they've become.
Demo Day is a lot like a ticking time bomb in the room. You know it's there. You think you have time to disarm it. You imagine that you have all the tools necessary until you realize you forgot one of the tools at home. Now you have to improvise and try to figure out how to make it work.
So we knew about Demo Day going into the program, but we didn't really seriously think about it until about halfway through the program. You know, we didn't want to think about what we would present it on the final day, mainly because we were still figuring out exactly how our business model and business was changing.
I started Polycade about 3 years ago after really just wanting my own arcade machine. So I set out to build it myself. I spent so much time on the project, kind of found some interesting differences that I didn't see anyone else doing.
I'm Tyler. And I'm Jake. And we're Polycade, makers of the smallest...
So I threw the project up on Kickstarter and ended up raising $125,000.
Having grown up in an entrepreneurial family, I felt like I had a pretty good idea of how to execute a startup. One of the things that came to me as a surprise is that formal entrepreneurship training that we received in the program was very different from the informal training that I have received growing up.
My dad is the founder of Atari and Chuck E. Cheese. He's sort of viewed as this legend in the video game world. It's been great watching him do business and sort of like, keeping that in mind as I get going on my own business.
You talk a lot about the term creatives. Can you define for the group here, what is a creative to you?
Creatives are people who think differently. And very often, I think that they have kept alive their inner child. I always knew he had the chops, but sons tend to discount father's advice.
I think the reason why I wanted to be an entrepreneur is my dad, he was a refugee from Vietnam and was able to go from rags to riches, building out a construction company out of Vancouver. My name is Alex. I'm the CEO and founder of Tally.
We're doing our first
Tally is a platform for interactive game shows live on your phone. I've been through kind of creating a startup from the ground up before. I've been okay with the risk of saying we might fail or, we might succeed, but that's the game we're playing doing startups. It's a very high risk but high reward business. But the fact that the cohort and the companies in this cohort are extremely supportive of one another is a great thing.
One of the biggest problems that I came into the program with was whether we were doing a content play or whether we were a platform.
So depending on how you frame it, I'm either a serial entrepreneur or a serial failure.
I create this product because I am a parent myself. What is the best thing I can give to him as a mom, as a parent?